Tuesday night.
You were. I saw that. Hey, we're live. Hold on. Yeah, now we're live. There was no clock. I don't have time for the clock anymore. I
What?
just
How
go
do you not have
straight
time
into
for
it.
time? The hell, man? It's fucking
Yeah, I
weird.
don't have time for time. I'm joined today, as I am always. How do I get this? Okay, here we go. I'm joined today, as I am each week, by Frankie McDonald and Imogen. Imogen's doing data entry. We kind of just put the StreamYard link on the Twitter, and Frankie retweeted it, so I don't know who's gonna jump in. But anyways, how are you doing today, Frankie?
I'm doing great so far. And it's cold outside, it's windy in Sydney, Nova Scotia. They're bringing a lot of snow squalls in Ontario and things like that. They got the asteroid 1982 DB headed towards planet Earth on December 11, 2021. But it's going to miss the Earth 2.4 million miles. That's 3.9 million kilometers away from Earth.
Well, that's a relief. So it's no threat to the Earth,
That
I'd
can cause
imagine, right?
earthquakes.
It could cause earthquakes. So where do you think we'll see these earthquakes?
Somewhere in the world because the asteroid's headed towards the Earth.
So the asteroid will miss. Well, it'll affect the tides. I'm guessing, though, right?
And yes, and did you hear about that total solar eclipse on Saturday? Total solar eclipse on April the 8th, 2024, on a Monday, April the 8th, 2024.
So that'll be on a Monday. So I'm gonna have to take a long weekend up to Canada and see Frankie, because Frankie invited me. He invited me to go see him in Canada on April 4th or 8th,
April 8th,
2024. So I went to my boss, Callum, and I was like, "Hey, Callum, I need to request April 8th, 2024 off." And he said he couldn't give me that day because it was too far in the future. But just know, whatever work I'm doing, I'm not gonna be there on that day because I'm gonna be in Canada with Frankie and all of Frankie's friends.
That means Jason Marshall, we don't have cookies, will show up as well. I just
He'll
told him
show
that.
up.
And Bass Guy might come down.
Yeah, Bass Guy actually lives in your country though. So on the bright side, Bass Guy can make like a short weekend. I gotta plan like a whole week to go up there and see. Are they gonna even let me in at that time? Do you think Canada will let people in?
Yes. And did you hear about that? If I was on the world tour, going to every country in the world, then I'll be showing up for sure in Sydney, Nova Scotia on April 8th, 2024.
Are you gonna go to Bangladesh?
Bangladesh?
Every country in the world. Just imagine if I was on the world tour, that means I'll be returning to Sydney, Nova Scotia on April 8th, 2024 for total eclipse.
Yeah, you'll be coming back from Bangladesh on your world tour, and you'll be coming home to see the solar eclipse, right, Frankie?
And that means that who else will be coming down? Bass Guy, Gary Dino, Roger Gardner.
What about Stacey London?
Stacey London, Stacey Burke, and all these people, they'll be coming down.
Stacey London's not a person. I just made that up. I've confused Stacey Burke with that other Frankie. Like I said, this is Frankie's harem. He has a lot of women friends, and there's Stacey. There's two Stacys, right, Frankie?
Yeah.
Who's the other one?
There's a lot of thunderstorms going on in South America right now in Amazon rainforest, and lots of rain and thunderstorms all across the Amazon rainforest. They're bringing a lot of dry weather in Europe. It's supposed to get lots of rain up in northern England, northern Scotland, and Norway, Finland, Sweden. They're getting rain, snow mixed, and up around. China had a big snowstorm last week, a couple of days ago, and northwest Russia had a big blizzard. In Africa, it's bringing a lot of thunderstorms in like Uganda, Congo, and all these countries. They're going to bring a lot of heavy rain in New Zealand on Monday and Tuesday, including southeastern Australia, a lot of large hail in southeastern Australia. They're going to bring lots of rain in South Island, New Zealand early in the week.
I didn't know it snowed in Africa, Frankie.
It had snow in Egypt back in 2013.
Really? Was it like light snow or was it a full-on blizzard?
It's a lot. It's quite a bit of snow in Egypt in Israel, in Libya, and all these places.
So, like that's interesting because anytime I think of Africa, I always think it's like hot, but I forget how big of a country or a continent it is. And but anyways, that's neither here nor there. Shout out to our friends in South America. We're getting all those thunderstorms right now. I hope you're staying away from trees and
And
Imogen,
during
how?
hail, stay away from windows during hailstorms.
Yeah, that's Frankie's tip of the day. Stay away from windows during hailstorms.
Especially large hail.
We gotta get to our other co-host, Frankie. Hang on. Imogen, how are you doing today?
Oh, pretty awesome. Bored to tears. The end. I'm pretty impressed that you just did a shout out to South America because of weather.
Yeah,
And advice to avoid trees.
Yeah, be safe. Stay away from trees because if you're under trees in a thunderstorm, your chances of getting shocked by lightning triple. So be careful. Yeah, like Frankie said, South America is going through all the What other weather events are going on in the country, Frankie?
Not much typhoons in Japan lately.
Oh yeah, so it's typhoon season in Japan, right, Frankie?
Typhoon season's coming to an end.
Yeah, it's at the back end of typhoon season.
On November 11th, Winnipeg had a big snowstorm, brought a lot of snow in Winnipeg.
So what do you usually do in a snowstorm, Frankie?
Be prepared, wear your warm gear, and don't walk too far, stay indoors.
What kind of weather can you expect here for the southeast? Like,
it's hot air in the southeast. It's going to get a little bit cooler in northern Florida. Then it got really hot air heading for Texas later on this week.
So it's going to be is it going to be a rainy week this week, or is it going to be like
dry week in Texas?
So it'll be dry. It's beautiful outside today here in Texas, but hopefully this weather sticks around. But you said it'll be a dry week, so we don't got to worry about rain, huh?
Then again, later on, around this week, Oklahoma's getting a dangerous heat wave.
Uh-oh. So a heat wave in November for Oklahoma.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Sense. Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of storms following that one.
Yeah, I think people are going to be like, why is it so hot? It's November. But I guess when you're in Oklahoma, that's what happens.
Over Oklahoma City, the temperature's going to be really hot and humid on Monday and on Tuesday. It's going to be hot and humid in Oklahoma City.
Are they going to be triple digits?
It's going to be 70 to 80 Fahrenheit.
Okay, that's not too hot then. I thought you said like a heat wave. I thought there was going to be like 100-degree temperatures. But 70 to 80, that's nothing. That's like normal for Oklahoma.
Is that normal for winter?
Super hot weather heading for Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yeah, it's
that's
like
normal for winter?
Yeah, it's like 77 outside right now. So it only gets cold at night. I mean, it doesn't really get cold here unless it's like a freeze. Then it gets. But then after that, it goes away and it goes back to being like really hot.
Now, California's getting the Santa Ana winds right now.
Yeah, Santa Ana winds for California that are the El Nino effect, I guess. Right, Frankie?
Santa Ana winds is the hot winds.
Yeah, those are do those cause forest fires?
That can trigger a lot of fires.
So what do you usually do when there's a forest fire, Frankie?
Have your water ready, put the forest fires out. And have your brooms ready and forest fires in the helicopters.
So is hurricane season over, Frankie?
Not until November 30th.
So we're still in hurricane season, huh?
Yes, last week, Norlis Russia had a massive blizzard.
So how are they doing over there in Russia with the blizzard?
They
Like,
had
is
to
it?
stay indoors, over in Northwest
Yeah.
Russia, because
Oh.
it's so bad there.
Frankie sent me a link because Frankie's kind of like a journalist sometimes. He'll just send links for like news stories. But
Oh yeah.
according to Frankie, a couple of snow leopards died of COVID. What's up with that, Frankie?
Not very good.
Yeah, it's not good. COVID affects animals too.
Yes.
So, but what's going on with the COVID numbers, Frankie? I heard Australia's locking down.
That means Austria is going to lockdown.
Australia's locking down, but only for people who haven't taken the shot.
It's not Australia, it's Austria.
Oh, okay. So that's Austria who's doing that, right, Frankie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Central Europe.
Yeah, I get those two places confused. Austria and Australia. I don't ever
Fair
know the
enough.
difference. I don't ever know the difference between the two. But
Well, the fun of Australia is that all of the flora and fauna there will kill you.
yeah, there's so
Whereas
many
in
animals.
Australia-
Over in Austria, police will be patrolling streets and make sure they're checking their proof of vaccinations.
Yeah,
And government IDs over there.
that man. Could you imagine if they tried that here in Texas? Oh my God, people would go and it would be, but they wouldn't because you know we. I don't know.
Then they have to have a proof of vaccination and a state ID card ready.
Yeah, they have to have their proof of vaccines to go outside, which is kind of
And a
dumb.
state ID card.
I think it's dumb that they got to do the state ID card. I can kind of live with, but the fact
It's
that they got to
extremely fascist to have to show your papers just to leave the house.
And
yeah,
they
this
have-
is my breaking point.
Yeah,
that means
it's an extreme
over in
oversight of
Austria, they got
government.
their own local ID cards.
Yeah, this is where I draw the line. I'm jumping off the train here. If you got to show your vaccine card to go outside, then you're living in you're not. It's not good. You shouldn't have
No.
to. You shouldn't have to show your vaccine card to go
To
outside.
leave the house.
Yeah. Now, if
Yeah.
it's private businesses, I understand. I don't agree with it, but it's private business. But just to go outside and get food, the Austrian police shouldn't come up to you and demand it. That opens the door for so many like slippery slopes, and they could profile people, and it's not good. I stand out firmly against that. And
It's very reminiscent of how the Nazi government was running in Germany at that time. It's that people were required to show their identification to prove that they're of the correct class of citizen. Or a lot of people were arrested for being in violation of that, right?
yeah.
And it's the same sort of thing now.
Yeah, I don't think it's good. I hope it's not going that direction. But like I said, I get it. The vaccine, I don't know. I don't know enough about it. But if people want to get it, they want to get it. They don't. People just need to realize that nobody's changing their minds, and you can't be making people show your vaccine cards just to go outside. That's stupid. That's ridiculous and a complete overreach. Would you agree, Frankie?
During the pandemic, they have to show the vaccine card.
Would you have your vaccine card, right, Frankie?
I do.
Yeah, me too. And I don't mind getting the shots. I'm not getting if there's one more shot I have to get, then I'll get it. But I'm not getting any more after that. I'm not doing it. I'm jumping off the train after that. There's no more.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just
they said boosters every 6 to 12 months.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that. I've already gotten the 2 shots. Why do they keep changing it up on me? It's confusing.
Because it's untested. There's no long-term results known. So, for example, with early HIV treatment, with some of the early methods of treatment, infants that were born HIV positive were given the cocktail, and it was thought for a long time that they would not be able to go off of it without the virus returning and destroying their system, destroying their immune system. However, it's in the last like 5 years, I think, it's been discovered that yes, a child born HIV positive can take the treatment and can go off of it. They're testing negative, they're able to go off of it without the virus coming back. So for the lifetime of a lot of people, from the point of birth, they've been given all of these cocktails of antibiotics and stuff like that to keep the virus at bay. But it's since been discovered that that's not necessary. With the COVID vaccines, all the booster shots, where we're now being told that you have to keep taking it. It's so early that that's the current thinking. However, we're likely to discover at some point. We may or may not discover at some point. I mean, it's too early to say, but there's a high probability that we will learn that that's not necessary, that it's not a lifetime commitment of booster shots every 6 to 12 months. We're going to find that there are some people who are just fine without it. Other people have their natural biology is going to require it, while others don't. Everyone's different, and it's so early. And it's so early in the trials of the vaccines. A lot of people are saying that yes, it's safe. A lot of people are saying no. But the reality is that some of the companies manufacturing it have refused to disclose ingredients or known side effects to the government, like globally to the government. I think the Pfizer one.
I heard that there's some conspiracy theorist people. It's like a time travel for 2027 and think he's the last man on Earth.
Oh.
Frankie always kind of comes in to lighten the mood a little bit. There is. Who's the time traveler?
The guy pretending to be a time traveler, traveling to the past, a traveler from the future. He thinks he's the last person on Earth.
Where would you time travel to, Frankie, if you had the opportunity to time travel? I'd probably go back to 2008 and like tell my younger self to be less awkward and like take some Adderall so I can focus on school. That would be what I would do. But yeah,
you'd want to go back in time to talk to yourself, like to give yourself advice.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey Trey, do more Adderall so you can focus on school, and you'll like maybe get better grades, and you'll maybe go to college and be, I don't know. But that's what I would tell myself. Like I would go back to 2008 and convince myself to pay more attention in school, and I would also tell myself about everything that happened. And I would bet on a lot of things. So, but I don't know.
Scores. Gotcha.
Yeah, and the presidents. But who knows? Maybe that would change the outcome of everything. Like maybe me being there would flip everything. I don't know. I've thought about this a lot. I think about this every day. I'm glad Frankie brought it up because I'm always thinking about going back in time, but you can't go back in time, right, Frankie?
It's some crazy conspiracy theorist person traveled from the future and think he's that.
Yeah, he thinks that's weird. That every now and again this pops up. Somebody says they're from the future, from an alternate dimension, and maybe they are. I don't know. I can't rule it out, but
somebody could be a conspiracy theorist guy.
Yeah, Frankie's got a joke about conspiracy theorists, right, Frankie?
Yeah.
He's me and Frank. Sometimes me and Frankie go into like this improv session where we just start talking about random people. Like last week, we were talking about like people in a nightclub on the street. It was very avant-garde. I don't know how we got there.
The police will say, "Guys, go back to the bar."
Yeah, the police officer is there to convince the people in the street to go back to the bar, and I don't know what we were even talking about.
Oh my God, there's a bounce on the corner of the street.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Frankie. But
the bouncer, they're having a nightclub in one of the streets.
You got to give me a second to try and figure out how to connect everything back and understand where we're at. But yeah, sometimes me and Frankie just kind of it's very it's very different.
After that,
Fair enough.
just imagine
I don't know what's
somebody
happening.
turned their host in. What happens if somebody turned their host in a nightclub? What does that mean?
I think they would get shut down, Frankie. Somebody would shut their house down because they don't have the proper licenses to operate a
Please.
nightclub in their house.
Then the police arrest the guy.
Yeah, they would take him to jail, right, Frankie?
Yeah.
Well, this has been very. This is what it is usually. So I I don't know. I could never really expect anything different from these podcasts, but yeah, we got. There's a lot to unpack here. Frankie, tell them where they can follow you because I don't really know what's going on.
My Twitter is at
right
Frankie
now.
McD. My Facebook is Frankie McDowell. My Instagram is Frankie McD 1984. My Twitch is Frankie McDowell 1984. My TikTok is Frank Down 1984. My Clap is Frank Down 1984. And my LinkedIn is Frankie McDowell. My YouTube channel is Dogs and Wolves. Best of luck, there. I'm Frankie McDowell. You're listening to Man on Trade Podcast.
And you can find Imogen. She's Imogen Cookie Bailey. She's doing data entry right now, so she's got a lot going on.
A lot going on.
Yeah, she's doing
I guess
data entry.
Got a lot of typing. Yay!
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing right now. Typing.
Imogen's actually a part of a SWAT team. She's doing like crime reports, and that's what data entry is all the people she arrested because she's wearing a SWAT hat. And
yes, sir.
But anyways, we'll be back next week and we'll do more of this, whatever this is. Best of luck to you. Oh wait, no, that's what Frankie says. I'll see you later.
Later.
Yeah, thank you for watching. All right. In the broadcast, that